Welcome to my first vlog. This is Chisholm Woodson, or Seaball. That's the name of the vlog, or my handle name. I don't know. I'm not hip enough to know what the nomenclature is, but that comes from one of my best friends growing up, Forrest Collier. What's up, Fo? I know he's watching because I'll make him. But back in junior high or high school, he started calling me Seaball. I don't know why. He just did. Way before I was into pool, and now it kind of fits. 8 ball, 9 ball, Seaball. So the purpose of this is multifold. One, for those who may or may not know, I recently had a pool match with a friend of mine named John Amo, called Madness in the Mountains. Oh, don't go back and watch that. Oh, that was the worst pool I've played in years. John played well. But anyway, before then, made some video clips with friends and like little kind of just funny, jokey interviews. And it was fun, so I thought I'd do something like that just to put on YouTube from time to time. If people want to watch, great. If not, I won't be offended. You're still my friend. I'll probably check back like in a month. How have you done? You have 2 views. One of them is you, and the other is your mom. Hi, Mom. But anyway, and another thing is I started a billiard clothing line named Down Billiards. I'm wearing one of the shirts right now. I'll have to back up for you to see it. Not tall enough. Just adjust this a little bit. There we go. I'll bear down. It's got a little billiards on top of the owls right there. And it's got it on the back shoulder. And for the women's, the one on the back is actually down here. Like in the printing business, they call that the hip. Let's be honest, it's a butt cheek. Girls don't seem to mind it, and the guys don't mind it either. So anyway, it's the same material that Hustlin' and Grindin' uses. It's good, great quality shirts, Port Authority. And I took them up this weekend. It was kind of the launch to a big pool tournament in Laramie, Wyoming, and got a lot of great feedback. Sold some shirts, and either they were just being nice and blowing smoke up my butt, which is okay. Yeah, I'll take it. But or people like it. One of my good friends, Adam King, he and I were walking around Vegas last year looking at the vendors, and we were talking about how they just, it's like the same apparel every single year, and they just show up with the same stuff. Maybe they'll have like a new color and then that's it, but there wasn't anything new out there, or the ones that are new are kind of, in my personal opinion, kind of gaudy, and I mean, which is fine, you know, to each their own, but it's just not my style. You know, like a big rack of pool balls and a couple pool sticks that, you know, say chalk it up or rack 'em, who's next, you know, I don't know, it's just not my style. I like something a little sportier and classier. Not to say that's not classy, it's just, you know, different look. And one of the slogan that was used in pool, like Grindin' is used, and Hustlin', I guess. Although it's kind of, I don't know, that's a whole different topic. But bear down is something that's used. You know, you say, oh, I missed that shot, I didn't bear down, or you're playing in a team event, and you encourage your teammates, you're like, come on, bear down. So anyway, and it comes in. I've got a whole bunch of different colors and different color fonts, and I'm going to have different style of fonts, and you can special order one. It'll take 2 or 3 weeks, and it'll be a little bit more extra money because I got to wait for it. I don't do the printing in my place. I got to get the blank shipped to me, and then take them to the printer I use, and so forth. But anyway, so you could get something that's one of a kind that and a certain combination of colors that no one else has, if that's something you choose to do. So anyway, and you can contact me through Messenger. I'm also going to create a business page on Facebook, and the link will be up there for it too. And then in person, you sell them at the display case at Felt Billiards in Denver. Hopefully, if everything goes to fruition from the small discussions I've had so far, that would be awesome. So anyway, another thing about my friend Adam King is he has an excellent blog. He doesn't do video, he just does audio, and he has guests, he does it by himself. It is extremely professional, and some of them it's just him talking for an hour and a half, and you feel like you're listening to a professional radio show. And one of the things he says is, he writes an outline so that he's not fumbling through topics or forgetting what's next or something like that. I didn't do that. This crazy brain is just gonna ramble. But so we'll talk about pool things. Obviously, there's a pool table, but sometimes it'll be just about subjects, but maybe sports or something that's going on in the world or something funny, and I'll still do my little traveling clips from time to time. I don't know, just whenever I feel like doing it. There's no rhyme or reason or set schedule, but yeah, tune in when you feel like it. I'm not going to get on one I'm not going to film one just to ramble. I mean, there will be a definite point and topic. For this one is the intro, and also going to be talking about a shot from this weekend, this tournament. It was in Laramie, Wyoming, and it's a big yearly tournament, and there were some pros there, which makes it awesome, and top level amateurs. And the 3 pros that were there did not come in the top 4. That tells you how good the competition is. Well, Mark Vidal won, and he's, I guess, technically a pro. It was in Denver. But Corey Deuel, Mike Massey, and Omar Al-Shaheen. Omar, young, great player from Kuwait, really cool guy too. It's a great tournament. One of the fun things about it is me, like a lot of pool players that play as much as I do, we're not starstruck by pro players anymore. I mean, we see them and we know a lot of them personally, but it was cool. Like, I was playing in a match, and like on the table next to me was Corey Deuel, and the fact that he's playing in the same event that I'm playing in is just a cool feeling. You don't get that in a lot of sports. You don't get the chance to experience that or to draw a player. I mean, I was hoping I was going to draw one of the pros. I had a good turnout. I played well. Beat some really good players. And the 2 players I lost to both finished deep in the tournament. They were definitely on their game this weekend. Johnny Bass came in 4th, and Greg Romero came in, I think, 5th, 6th, or 7th, 8th. Yeah, that's about it. About the recording, it's a new camera, and I don't have like a separate microphone yet. And it should sound better. This is probably loud. You can probably hear the heater because it's just the mic on here. And I don't want to shut the heater off in the living room because it'll get cold in here. But I'm just kidding. This is not my living room. I wish. This is the common area in the apartment building. I'm filming this at nighttime because otherwise there'd be people coming and going through here, and there's they'd be going outside and coming back in, and so as of right now, it's just you and me. So anyway, again, if you want to check them out, it's cool. Probably in a month from now, I'll look and see, how many people have watched your feed, and it'll be like 2. You and your mom. Okay. Hi, Mom. So, anyway, hope to get Adam on here as my first guest, and we'll talk about stuff. And so, I think as of right now, one thing about Laramie, so I'm going to talk about this tournament, is Wyoming in the wintertime. It holds true every time I've been there. It is cold. God, last night it was 4 degrees below zero. That's why I'm wearing this hat. I think I'm still cold to the bone. And I like this hat. It's comfortable. It's got a big pom-pom. If you don't like pom-poms, too bad. My hat. I'm gonna wear the pom-pom. If anyone skis or snowboards and you ever go up to Vail, this came from a really cool little bar up there, just past the covered bridge on the right-hand side. It's called 10th Mountain Whiskey, or 10th Mountain, I can't remember what the name of the bar is, but they make their own whiskey and they have this little bar. But it doesn't feel like a bar. It feels like someone's, I don't know, it feels like a little lounge or something, or a little coffee shop. It's just some couches and some chairs, and they've got stuff for sale, like this hat. And they get usually on the weekends of people playing music, but it's a really cool place just to go and hang out and have some good conversation and have a drink. And I don't think they serve food. I'm not sure. I've only been in there a couple times, but it's a cool place. Just check it out if you're ever up there. Anyway, so this tournament, when the finals were going on, I was talking to Greg Romero, and for those who don't know him, he is a fierce competitor. Some would say maybe to a fault. Let's just say that he's not the first to always give out compliments to his opponents. He's his own toughest critic, which is why he practices so much, and which is a testament. That man, he can put in some practice time, I tell you. But anyway, so he was talking about his match with Corey Deuel, and he said, "Did you see that?" And I said, and I just spit it out, and it was amazing. And I'm going to discuss it here, because if you weren't watching the feed, or you don't happen to go back on Josh Ramey, hey Josh, Bad Roll Inc. streaming the tournament. If you don't go back to that particular match and watch the whole thing, and in the middle of the match, this one particular game, this one particular shot, you would have missed it. So I'm going to talk about it, and then I'm going to show the clip. I've got it queued up on my computer. But there's one thing about pros is it's not just their ability to hit a shot, but it's to execute the shot. It's the creative ability just to see it as a possibility of an outcome. I mean, it's just mind-boggling. And for me, that's why I love watching pros play 8-ball versus playing 9-ball, because you know what they're going to do at 9-ball, and you know which ball they're going to shoot, and you know it's just not as fun to watch. Usually they're just going to play remedial safety. Well, it's different in 8-ball. I mean, in this particular scenario, there was no safety. He had to make this miracle shot. And so with that, I'm going to adjust this up a little bit. Oh my gosh, where are you going? There you are. Hi. Okay. All right, we're back. I don't know what happened. The camera just shut down. Hopefully the first part of this video recorded. I don't know. If not, I'll have to go back. But so anyway, following up with Corey Deuel and this amazing shot he hit. And one of the things that you really notice about pros is the creative process. Just to be able to see it is mind-blowing, and not not to mention to execute it. And this shot, he actually came up about that far from executing it perfectly. He got, anyway, here we go. So he is, let me adjust this a little bit. Let's see. Get all the way down there. There we go. He is here and he stripes. And as you can see, this stripe, the cue ball is blocking that. That ball doesn't go anywhere. And if he doesn't get out here, there's no good safety here. If he doesn't get out, Greg is going to run out the balls 98% of the time. And if he gets trouble somewhere, he can easily duck and play safe. Corey doesn't look at this for too long. People that know me and watch me play, this happened on Saturday. It's now Sunday around midnight, or Monday morning. I'd still be standing over the shot looking at it and still not know what to do. But he plays, he calls the 13 in that corner. And there was nothing about this that's just haphazard when it's that level of pool. He planned for everything, and so he looks at the carom here, and he's going to play it off of the 8. That part makes sense. But the rest, he's also looking to see what's going to happen to the cue ball after. And it comes off of the 6, and he puts a ton of bottom left-hand English. And you can tell by his body language when he shoots it, and I'll show you the video in just a minute. Sorry, I keep looking off to the side. I'm looking at the little camera that has my image in it. It's no good. It's not professional. By his body language, he knows exactly where that ball is going, and he hits it with so much bottom left in it. And this ball just screams into the corner pocket. I mean, dead center. And the cue ball comes off of the 6, comes straight back this way, and then all the left-hand English, it hits here and goes and comes up and nicks this ball and goes like this. And this ball ends up like that. And the 8 ball, these balls clear out of the way. The 8's somewhere over here, I think. It's wide open. So if he can make this ball here, then he wins the game. It was like a half an inch too far this way, and so he's kind of screwed. He tries to play it off the rail, off here, and in. He doesn't make it, and Greg wins the game. But it is so fun to watch that level of pool. Now, I'm going to pull it up here so you can see it. All right, let's see. Now, the first thing you ask is, Corey, how did you get yourself in this bad position? You're a better player than that. Well, I didn't say they weren't flawless. Let's see. Come on now. All right. Sorry for the delay. I'm waiting for this to boot up. Omar and I spent a little bit with Mike Massey, and he was showing us these card tricks. He's a really good magician. It was funny. Omar is super cool. He's a really good top young professional player from Kuwait, and really cool guy. All right, let's see. Where did my okay. All right. Let me find where it was. I had it all queued up, and of course it. All right. Okay. This. Now this now is how he gets there. So you'll see he's going to hit the 14 in and 12, and he uses what does he do? He uses this ball. He uses this ball to try to go for the breakout, and he'll miss it. He shoots these pretty quickly, so you'll see this part come up. Come on, Corey, you can do it. You can shoot. Come on. Don't make me fast forward on you. Me and fast, we don't mix. All right, here he goes. Okay, so he does that. And he's gonna shoot the 10 in. Yeah, I'm sure you can hear that heater going on. When I get the new microphone, it should be more directional towards me. Okay, so he goes for the breakout here. And normally he's gonna break these balls out, but he just kind of, you'll see what happens here. Boop. And then of course knocks that ball down there. And then now here's where he sits. Now, so here he is, and he's like, uh-oh, what do I do? And he says, well, I'm one of the best players in the world, so I'm gonna figure this out. And now he's coming over here and he's looking at it, and you'll notice that he's not just looking at making that ball. He's also, he looked at what is going to happen off of the 6, and now watch this cue ball. Look at this. It is so ridiculous. And that was all planned. I guarantee you, he intentionally came down here to spin behind the one ball and knock those balls out. And he should have been rewarded. Come on, Greg. Well, you should have just been like, dude, that's okay. Let's just move the 7 out of the way. You deserve it. You deserve it, Corey Deuel. He's got such nice hair. But anyway, he tries a carom, it doesn't work. Greg wins. Greg ends up beating him and played great. But so this will be number 2, or I might be able to figure out how to edit these 2 together. Assuming the first part didn't erase. If it did, I'm gonna have to go back and redo this. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this first instatement. You can comment or hit like on Seaball's channel. And again, if you're interested in Down Billiards shirts, contact me. Stay warm out there. All right, talk to you later. Bye.